Hey guys! So, if you're watching this, that means it is currently Halloween or after Halloween. And this is my finale for the Graveyard Project Pan, which is super cool. I, first of all, cannot believe that it is already, I'm like super off center. It's fine, we're gonna deal with it. Also, do you like my new friend? I love him. Also Hans. I have so many friends. This project went so fast. I can't believe that it's already like Halloween. It's time to get spooky. I made some like pretty cool progress during this. Some things I'm just flat out decluttering at the end. Some things I have finished. Some things have been done. So, okay. Two categories. If you're not new here, you know this already. Or if you're me, you need to check your notes. So collecting cobwebs and resurrection. So collecting cobwebs is all stuff that's like hanging out. You just like want to get rid of it. I think that was like the technical terms for it. And then resurrection is things that were in past project pans that you did not finish that you wanted to finish. I had already finished 3 items out of the 8 items that I chose to be in this project, and I, from a technical standpoint, have 1 left. Also, I just realized that my like piercing is out because I just got home from work. Septum activated. So I'd already finished up an e.l.f. lip scrub, a lip oil, and a deodorant sample. And those were all my collecting cobwebs category. And the last thing that I had in that category was the Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer. This I like almost finished, but it like started getting a little wonky and just like peeling off my face and I didn't like it. So I'm calling this done because I was like almost at the bottom anyways. And it is like, it says it expires this month anyways, so I used it up until probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but we are done with this, which is awesome. I have a lot of moisturizers. I'm trying to work through some smaller ones, kind of alternate between using like smaller ones up and using a big one. So after using up this little, or this big guy, I'm using up a sample size, like a deluxe sample size one. Keeps it fresh, keeps it interesting. Sometimes I'm in the mood to like try and use up some smaller things really quick just to like feel good about using things up. And sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to try and use this for a long time and really see some progress, but that's done. And then the other things are in the resurrection category. And I have one thing that I did not touch this the entire project. This was the It Cosmetics CC cream, and that was because I only have like this much left anyways, and I so rarely wear like foundation. This is the only foundation I own, and I literally have this much left, so I think this is probably expired. I mean, I've only had this, has it been a year or 2 years? Has it been 2 years or 3 years is the question. I don't know. I might have to check this out and see if it is still good. I mean, the last time I used it was in the summer and it was still fine. It like performed completely fine. I could call this done. Like when I get rid of this, whether I use it more or not, I'm calling it done because like look at it. But I'm gonna just like hang on to this. Something I'm not gonna dig out of my empties bin that I'm calling empty is the ColourPop Lippy Stick and Tootsie. If you've like watched almost any of my project pans from the beginning, you know that this has been in my project pans forever. I used to call it my favorite lipstick. I still like really enjoy the color, but like I have like this much left of it, and honestly, I've been such a glossy person in the last couple months to year, like probably around this time last year I started wearing lip gloss. And that's kind of when I stopped actively wearing lipstick. Not that I like really truly actively wore lipstick every day. I've always been kind of a balm person, but I just really like lip gloss right now. And sometimes I'll wear a lipstick, but honestly, that has not been the first lipstick I've been drawn to. I've used up almost that entire thing. I've had it for like over 3 years at this point. I'm calling it done. It's done. And the other things that I used up are the Ulta eyeshadow, and I don't know what, because it's like peeled off the back. I used this up. I used this to set my primer. This was like not my favorite thing to set my primer with. It would kind of like break down throughout the day. Like if I looked really up close, I could see it just like not looking fresh at all. But I'm glad I used that up. That was like a super nice feeling. And then the last thing that I used up was this Formula 1006 3 times Sublime mask. I actually depotted it into an empty Mario Badescu like pot, and I used it a few more times on my face, but like, so hear me out. I like this, but it's just a lot. It has fragrance in it. It's not something that I want to like actively be using like all of the time. I've gone through phases where I really enjoyed this mask, but I decided that I follow an Instagram that's for like, they do like body masks and stuff. So I used it as that and used the rest of it up like that. And I regret nothing because I had that for a long time. I used it pretty frequently, and I used it up in a way that worked for me. So that's it. That's the project. Thank you so much for to Emily for inviting me to join this project. I really like the idea of doing collabs. That's like one of the reasons that I actually am making a project pan for next year. So if anyone wants to join in, either like comment, message me on Instagram at Erin Pans. I've already posted on there. If you scroll like down a couple pictures, I'm gonna make a whole video about it at some point. But I did put all of the basics in one Instagram post. It's called Pan Cemetery. It's gonna be horror themed. It's gonna be a year long. I'm really excited. So if you guys are interested in looking for another project, especially one for next year that's a year-long project, check that out. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope you guys have a great day.